All right, everybody, welcome to the late edition of the end of year of 2019 trading. Well, not really the last day to still have the 30th and 31st Monday and Tuesday before we hit 2020. All right, so today, I think the title will be like what's going on? Where are we going in 2020? What have we achieved in 2019? What kind of return of investment that we've been making? What is working and what is not? So I'm gonna talk about that, and also we're gonna dive into a couple of the stock that I've been looking for 2020. I'm gonna also lay out a couple of strategy that I've been learning, and I will also implement in 2020. So I think I think it'll be a good year. 2020 will be a good year because I think there's gonna be a lot more volatile coming. Um, there's also a couple things, key indicator that we still don't know what's going on with the impeachment and then also with the trade war deals. Although the news said the trade war or the trade deal phase one is already done, but nobody really signed anything. So, and then China also buying a lot of agriculture, and then they're lowering the tax for certain items that going out and going in China. So um, yeah, so let's deep dive. What basically been happening with the market? I think also a couple things that I wanna kind of go over my trading account here. This is a real account. It's not paper trading, so you're gonna see what is my account size. Everything transparent here. There's no funny information. So this is what basically we've been. I started this account with I believe 27,000. Now we're year to date. Account gain is 24,898. Uh, Probably with 2 more days, Monday and Tuesday, we're probably closing. I'm hoping it's above 25,000. So that'll be a good thing to have. And let's go over a couple things on the performance here. Um, the biggest winner, which is the VBIV. This is the biotech. Um, about 8,400. I wish it's 84,000. Gold would be about 3,700, and then Apple, EA, SLB, oil, right? SPY, Tesla, um, and GE, and so on and so on and so on, as you can see. And then also the loser on NVEV. We also have EZA, which is the 3 times inverse of IWM. This is the hedge play. Xerox, this is also a loser. XPXU is the reverse XPX, so it's a bearish play. SEEL, it's a, I forget what this is, a biotech. It's been a while here for a couple of months. STMP, SDX, which is also a hedge. RTQR, which is the biotechs, and the CRWD is also losing money. Okay, the rest of them right here are slightly making money and also all the way up right there. Okay, so that is my account size and also the game. My target for 2020 will be 50 grand. I've been uh, trying to make a lot of my strategy better and better. Although I know it's a lot of them are working, but I just want to make it a lot better. So I would grade it like, hey, I'm going to from 7 out of 10 now. I want to make it, polish it a little bit better. because the target will be 50 grand. So I want to take as much as profit as I can rather than waiting and waiting and waiting. So I want to do that faster. Um, so that will be like trying to make 9 out of 10, um, play, right? So that would be the goal. Anyway, so that's enough for the strategy. Now, a couple tips. Um, if you do have a losing trade, it's always good to basically cover your losses since this is a profit. So if you cover your losses, that will also help with the tax gain. Otherwise, this is considered as a long term. This is going to be a short term gain. So you're paying more taxes with that. So eventually, maybe TCA, what else? XPXU, I'm going to cover this on the 31st. So that will be also help me decrease the year-to-date gain, because otherwise this is going to be about 40,000 because this is unrealized. This is realized. Okay, you have to understand that. Um, Anything unrealized like NDV as well, this unrealized, I can cover that and then buy it on January 2nd when the market opens. That will be giving me an option for a year to play with this. Okay, and you can keep it the same quantity with that. Um, yeah, just make sure that you take a note. A couple trade that I just entered. This one is TLGT. I just Telegen Inc. This is a cancer um, research. Um, this has a lot of chatter that the CEO, it's buying. I'm sorry, not the CEO. Morgan Stanley is buying about 10% of the stock portfolio to PLGT. So I think this is also have potential to play like a BB that I was making money. And then LK put, I'm gonna also try to roll over this um, from 26, maybe keep it the same and then bump it up to 29, and then collect another 20, uh, 27 cents, 28 cents, and whatever the time that I have. So that, or I can just take the profit for $150 and then close it to the end of the year. That will be the other play. Tesla, I also entered Tesla today. I'm thinking about $1 credit on this. This is the play for 450 and 455 calls vertical. It's a credit. So it's losing about $200, but eventually it's a 7 days play. And if Tesla doesn't get above 450, then I will be collecting $1,000 from here, which is the full premium. Okay. So this is one of the play that I'm gonna try. I'm gonna continue collecting premium from here. Uh, Anywhere between 50% to 80%, I'm gonna take a profit right away and then move on, and then move on to the next trade, and then continue and repeating that. Eventually, yes, not all the trade will be a winner, but there's gonna be some loser as well. So we just have to go back to the chart and then do roll over from there. Okay. All right, so this is basically all my portfolio, everything transparent. Um, Now, a couple of things that I want to talk about is the market itself. Where are we going with the market here? The market has been going up from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 days straight. I mean, there's minor pullback, but like everything is still one time trending right here. So 18 days, that is 3 weeks. 3 weeks. Okay. If we look at the weekly, you gotta see more crazy because we've been going up since here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 weeks up. Okay. Where's market going from here? It's overbought now. You can see RSI is about 74. That's why I'm taking a lot of profit because one, you can see the volume is decreasing, holiday, rally, center rally. This is a good time to take profit. and eventually we're gonna have a collapse here. So if we do, this is my target, okay, right here, 3150. Okay, let's say 3200, between 3150 to 3200. That will be the first target right there. So 40 points drop from here, which is about $4. If you wanna look at the daily, we're probably able to get more. There's a gap fill here. One is 3200. Told you, right? 3200, and then 3150 will be around this area, which is also the support right there. You can see the breakout resistance becomes support. So this is a good. My first target gap fill, second target 3150. Okay, so that will be my first target for XPX. Now TQQ. Now I don't know when it will fall down, but I'm thinking maybe somewhere between the first week of January. So that will be the first anywhere between January. This is December, January 6th, or maybe we're looking at maybe somewhere between the second and the third, right? Second, third, sixth. So that will be the first 3 days. I'm gonna look the chart. I'm gonna look what happened, and then go from there. Now, if we look at here, Nasdaq is already have a red day, although it's not that big, but eventually this will collapse. Okay, what's the biggest thing? Apple. So Apple is under down right now, but if you can see right there, it's making a doji right there. Undecisive with big volume. I'm gonna start shorting this because you can see there's a divergence on the MACD. We're making a new high, but the MACD is not making a new high. So we are in the mercy of holiday spirit. Just that there's a less volume. People are in holiday mode, um, but there's no seller right at the moment, right? And also, if you look at Tesla, this is also the same play that I mentioned earlier. I short this one, slightly bearish on this. Eventually, I want to see if Tesla basically go back to 400 and then 370, 380. That is the breakout point right there. There's a lot of support right there. It'll be a nice way to go back, and then we play the put side to go long again. Um, Now we can also do it on IR calendar, but I prefer to just play safe at the moment. We'll see what happens. But that's Tesla, and then we have Netflix on Nasdaq as well. Okay, it's been bouncing, going up, 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 up. I don't know where it's going from here. So I'm just gonna let go this one. Disney is also just being a bull flag here. I like it, but also in the other hand, um, if the market start pulling back, this guy will start pulling back again, 140, and then this also is support. We can go to weekly. The reason why I like Disney because I think the streaming service will make money. They're gonna start taking people sign up for Disney Plus, right? Um, I mean, it's not much, but eventually, there's a lot of family likes to watch. I do have an account with Verizon, and then um, they give us like a 1 year trial. I mean, the movie is kind of okay. There's a few movies that we haven't watched, but most likely they're already in the blockbusters. So, I want to see like maybe going back to this level, 141, like I mentioned, or maybe just go down a little bit, 140. That will be a good indicator right there. But eventually, I don't know. Looking at this chart, seems like there's a lot of chance to go back to 135 as well. Yeah, I mean, at the moment, I don't know. It seems like bull flag, but it's also just in a limbo state, not doing anywhere. I like stock that basically either you go up too much and then you can short it, or just go down a lot and then you can buy basically for long term. The other thing, one thing I want to mention is gold. I know I'm jumping ahead. Gold is making a breakup here. I really like gold, to be honest, because if you see this, it broke out this system with the power right there, and you can see there's a volume coming out, and then the curve on the MACD. I really like gold. Eventually, if it pull back, then that probably the time that I wanna jump in. Because right now I'm kind of chasing it, so I don't like doing that. I just like wait, pull back a little bit, and then it has the power to go to 145, 148, or 147 is the last high. So and it's kind of good too. If the market pull back, then this thing can go higher. Okay, that's gold. Um, Another thing I want to point out is the semiconductor has been really leading out the charts as well. You can see right there we've been going up, 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 and I think SMH is the first stock that basically making a new 52-week highs before SPX, SPY, Nasdaq. So this is a good leading indicator that there's a lot technologies, semiconductor in place that people really confident with this moving forward with 2020. So AMD, NVIDIA, Intel. Intel has been sideways. Intel is a good indicator too. You can see right there making a triple top. I really like this. Um, but if you look at the bigger chart here, let me pull this one. Oh, by the way, I'm getting a new computer too. So this computer, it's been doing well for me, but I am getting a new computer. So with the new MacBook, it has more power right there. You can see right here, we're making triple top right there. One, two, three. Um, oh, 360. Okay. Now, I think it has more room to go, or it gonna fall down. There's an earning coming up. It's January 23. So that will be one thing to look at with this stock. Either it's gonna keep going higher and then pull back, or gonna pull back and then go higher again. So that's something that you want to pay attention to this. We played this 2019 and we were making like 800 plus if I'm not mistaken on this stock. So which is good enough because it's been sideways. One thing I want to pay attention is ITB. ITB is the home builder. We're making a double top right there. If we look at just this and this. So if it break up, then the economy has a good sign um, that more bullish coming. But right now it's just gonna go sideways. So we'll see. We'll see what's happened. Um, let's take a look at the IBB, which is the biotech. It's been really super good in December. I'm expecting to do well in January, but I think the Santa came early and basically powering up this like 11 weeks straight up. That's why a lot of biotech stock is making a lot fortune for people in December. AMRN, AUPH, look at that. ARWR, whew, everything just like flying. PBIV, which is the stock we play, you can see right there, pop, and then I think it has more room, but I don't think it will go past this 150. It's gonna pull back a little bit. Looking at the daily is just like overbought, so that's why I took all the position close to this position today. There's about 8,400, which is good enough for me. You know, better than nothing, right? I like that idea. What else do I see? IWM. Let's cover this one. IWM has been also doing a lot better. We broke that resistance, and then we just been powering up 1, 2, 3 weeks, 4 weeks up. So it's almost a month right there. The whole month of December is basically making a good money on this, right? A lot of people that go long, they're basically happy with this year performance. Um, I don't know where is it going from here. To be honest with you, I think there's a lot of potential. You might gonna go up here. But there's going to be some pullback first if the market want to do power up again, or we're just going to keep going higher, or maybe just sideways, choppy. Because I think we passed this value, this range, and I think we're going to be chopping in this range. Um, actively, because the way how I see it is, I'm considering this two different range. So now we're inside this value. We're just gonna chopping in this range. Um, yeah. So where is it? I don't expect a big pullback um, from the market. It is overbought. It's been going up like crazy. A minor pullback will be very healthy. I think setting up, another correction, not correction, but it's just a minor liquidation and then a new high again. I'm still thinking the market will try to go to 330 eventually, um, but who knows? We're just gonna play it level by level. All right, so I'm gonna talk about a couple stock. I was looking at this TLQ, TLGT, I believe, Intelligent. Okay, stock. I think this is gonna be a very nice winner for 2020. Stock is making bottom right there, hitting support at 16 cents, 17 cents back in '08. But now looking at there's a lot of potential if we're looking at the news, right? Newling genetic license ovarian cancer drug, um, await for FDA further. Okay, so it is waiting for FDA approval. Um, I am trying to accumulate position on this level um, because if if I can just come in with a small position, every time I keep going lower, I'm going to add more and more and more. Okay. Um, at 40 cents, it's very cheap. So even though let's say you're buying 5,000 share, that's like $2,000 that you're betting. The worst come to worst, company go bankrupt, but I don't think it will go bankrupt anytime soon. Um, so the worst to come to worst, bankruptcy is not a, it's a long term play, or maybe a long-term fail, I would say. The other one, worst come to worst, is the listing is being delisted like this. Intelligent appeal NASDAQ delisting notice. So if they don't comply with NASDAQ compliance, then they're gonna get been taken out from the NASDAQ list. In terms of the earning, if you're looking at this sales is about 80 million, about a million below. EPS is 13 cents, missed the 2 cents, so it's worse. It's worse to be honest. But I don't know. I'm kind of thinking that hey, if I'm betting $2,000 in here to make $5,000, then that's almost like 2.5 ratio win, right? Um, if I basically miss, I lost, I don't know, $1,000, maybe I'm out. So half, if it go down to 20 cents, I'm just thinking out loud here. So my worst to come to worst is 17 cents. If it go below 17 cents, I'm out, right? Um, yeah, I mean, so just looking at the charts, we do not making a new low yet. So there's a potential it's gonna pop, go down, you know. You can also, hey, every time it pop, sell half, every time go down, buy more. That's another way to play it. Okay. So you don't have to be stick, holding your position for a year, 2 years, 3 years. You can just play, hey, every time it pop, set up alert, sell. Every time it pop, set up alert, sell. But keep in mind, if there's a big pop and you sell, you miss it, right? So try to scaling up or scaling out. So let's say you have 5,000 shares, sell 1,000, and then the next level sell another 1,000. The next level sell another 1,000, and then so on and so on. So That will be another way you can play out and then accumulate your profit better, I guess, so you don't really lose the momentum when it's going up higher. Okay, that's the intelligent ing. Or I also have another one, which is I have to look at where's my phone. Um, well, I guess it's okay. I can look at another one, which is the Tesla. Yes, this is the position I have today with slightly bearish. I look at 445, which is 127.2 pip. Um, that will be my high target, and then probably just gonna keep sideways. Because the reason why I took the bearish call or the bearish, slightly bearish momentum on this is because we go up from 380 it broke out, and then to 435, which is just like a week. That is crazy right there. 380, I'm sorry, 2 weeks. 2 weeks, okay? But still, that's go up too fast. We are in overbought condition. I'm hoping there's a slightly pullback to 400 or 380, going back to support, right? Um, go from there. Now, I do have another one, which is KHC, which is craft. Um, this one, it's kind of making a cup and handle. I like this for long term, although their accounting is not fully fixed yet, but they're working on it. And then plus Warren Buffett on this stock as well. How about the same thing? Warren Buffett on this stock. I do thinking about selling put here on the stock for $9 or $8, and then ride it for long term. Maybe go back to up to 17, 15. So it'll be a good win from there as well. GE, it's the same thing, same position, right? Cup and handle, sideways. I do look at one thing that is, it's showing me inverse head and shoulder, but I forgot what's the stock name. Fine. It's okay. I'll cover it again on the next video or share with the group. So Neo, let's take a look. Neo. I own position in this. It's losing money on my Robinhood account, but I do see potential on this earning 12:30. I think there's going to be a pop here because I think we've been going bottom. Okay. Now, if there's a pop, then we can go up to $3 pretty quick. I hope that's the case, and I can start selling the position so I can liquidate some of the losses as well. Okay. So I think I'm just gonna leave it there. Where do I think the market? The market will still marching higher. So that will be it.